So maybe you want more clients, maybe you want more customers, maybe you want to earn more money, and maybe you're feeling like you've tried everything in the personal development and coaching world and it's lying to you. That's why in this episode, I'm going to walk you through the 3 critical steps, the 3 missing steps that you could have right now and how to easily fix those. Hi, I'm Chris Dufay and you're watching Breaking Success. This is the show that gives you the answers for you to build the body, the business, and the life that you love. Now, so much that you could be frustrated with is there's so many people talking about you can have a mindset problem. There's so many people saying that what's going on between your ears right now could be the stoppage point for you getting the results that you want. But then on the pendulum we have on the swing, you could have a models problem. What it is that you're actually working on and what you're doing could be the actual problem for you not to get to where you want to go. And this could be, well, no matter how hard you're working, if you're trying to chase a sunrise and you're running west, you're never going to get there. So you need to be following the right plan. And this is where the answer for you could be both. It could be you could have some issues in both worlds and that's perfectly fine, but let's actually give you the principles, the foundation for you to work on. That's going to give you exactly what you need. And if you've seen in recent episodes, the results have been absolutely outstanding. Aaron, for example, first started at $300 a month. Now his business is doing over $50,000 a month. 6 trainers that are nearly completely full, or if not completely full. You've got a gym that's going to be opening in a couple of months as well. Income-wise for the business, where's that at?
50 a month.
50K a month. Then we have Callum, which first came to me 8 weeks ago, and he was at a job that he absolutely hated, earning $16 an hour. Then as a personal trainer, he was able to sell $39,000 of training in just 2 days. And now being able to go on holidays, doing what he loves and still having an income as well. But then we also have Dan, which did $12,500 in just 1 day as a full-time uni student, which shows you that if you have limited time, or maybe if you're a little bit stuck on what it is that you need to do, that these are clear obstacles that you can get over really easily. Now, these 3 questions that I recently got asked, I want to give you the answers to them right now, because the first one is, well, Chris, isn't the marketplace saturated? And I hear this not just in the health and fitness world, I hear this in so many other industries. And the truth is, yeah, it is saturated, but the thing is, you can still very easily separate yourself from your competition. And the first thing that you need to understand and for you to have is, what is the market that you're really talking to? If you're trying to talk to everyone, you're really talking to no one, because it just becomes vanilla, it becomes boring, and it becomes just absolutely blown away in the message of everybody else trying to talk to. So you need to have a specific market that you truly have, and this is really important, that you have empathy with. When you have empathy with the market, you can then have a message that's really important. Have a message that talks to what are their problems, what are they really looking for, how can you really give it to them in the unique way that really resonates and vibes with them, so they start coming to you rather than you having to chase after them. That's why in a previous episode we did the 6-minute question exercise for you to be able to easily do. So I'll pop a link below for you to get that as well. But this is where, once you have a market in place, once you have a empathy and you can create a message that truly talks to them, then, and this is the third one, you might not like this one, not a lot of people do, you need consistency. Consistency is absolutely key. You need to consistently be able to put out value. If you consistently put out value that has empathy, that talks to the market in the way they need, you're going to make sure that you're going to attract with them. Play the long game. Yes, I've just given you some examples of coaches that have been able to make radical changes in their income in a short period of time. That this has always been in a way that we can set up a long-term business success. Now, the second question I got asked was, what are the biggest mistakes entrepreneurs are making when it comes to building businesses? Now, in my world, from my experience so far, there's 2 ones that popped up straight away. Firstly, it's people actually copying somebody else's model. Maybe they're just kind of like copying what they're selling, or maybe how they're selling it, or in their funnel, or whatever. But the problem is they're copying somebody's model without actually knowing, is it working? Or especially, is it gonna work for them as well? Now, for example, let's look into the Instagram world. This is something that I laugh at so often, is because people are wanting to copy, let's say, certain influencers. They're wanting to copy certain people that they think are doing really well. And this is the problem. There is some real smoke and mirrors going on right now when it comes to people and looking, is somebody succeeding, especially when it comes to social media, because having a lot of followers, having a lot of likes, does not mean having a lot of clients and having a lot of money. money. There is not an exact correlation between the two, which means you need to be able to do the second part of this answer for what is the biggest mistakes entrepreneurs are making, and that is not understanding the strategy, not understanding the principles to be working on. Simply, you can just boil it on down into how do you get people that don't know you to know you? How do you have a message that resonates with them so you can build relationships with them? And how can you give them the answers that they need so the objections that they have aren't objections anymore and they want to come to you? They don't want to only come with you, they want to stay with you. They don't want to only just stay with you, they want to bring others with to you as well. And then the third question I got asked, which I thought was a very clever one, which was, what is it that you contribute to your success? And that was really easy. Consistency. Just like I said before, it's consistently being able to put out value. It's consistently being able to move forward. Yes, you are not going to continue to always hit it out of the park every single time. You're not going to get it right every single time, and that's perfectly fine. It's simply learning. If you put everything under the umbrella of you just wanting to learn, to experiment, and to be able to take some pivots and move forward, you're going to be perfectly fine. Yes, it's going to suck at times. Yes, it's going to be great at other times, but go with the ups and the downs and the roller coaster that is entrepreneurship and understand that that's just a part of the fun with it. Get ready to ride it and make sure that you make the most of it. Make sure that you actually enjoy the process and you're not just looking at where you want to go and being depressed because there's that gap that you're not getting to. Now, this is where I really want to hear from you. I want to know, what is your number one frustration when it comes to you building the income, building the business that you want? I personally want to come in, I want to answer your comments, and I want to actually set up the next episodes to go deep into what it is your questions are. What is it that your frustrations are, so that we can answer them, and so that as together, as a tribe, as a movement, as a community, we can make sure to move forward. Because the thing is, a rising tide lifts all ships, and I want you to be a part of that rising tide, and I want to be able to make sure that we answer your questions. So if you've enjoyed this episode, please click like. Make sure you do share it forward. Pass this forward and tag somebody else in it. Share it to somebody that you think could get a lot out of this as well. Maybe someone's down in the dumps. Maybe someone's a little bit frustrated from not working, and then you can be the savior. You can be the person that helps them out and make sure they join us in this movement as well. So as always, thank you so much for being here, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next episode. Now, this is where I want to make sure that you get the most out of being here, and I want to hear from you. So if you've enjoyed this episode, click like, and to make sure I can send you the new episodes each and every week, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Also, I really want to make sure that I'm giving you exactly what you need. So comment below. I want to know what you're going to take away from this episode. And the best conversations after every episode always happen in the Breaking Success Tribe. I'll pop a link below for you to join the free group so you get access to the guides, the live streams. I'm in there answering your questions personally each and every day. Plus you get all the episodes as well. So thank you so much for being here and joining us. I'm really looking forward to seeing you in the next episode.